Hey everyone, today I'm going to install my new compact Bedrock battery, lithium battery, into my 2021 Club Car Onward. As you can see, the battery compartment is already empty. The cart was in the Club Car facility getting a tune-up, and they offered to take the batteries out for me. All right, so everything is unpacked, and as you can see, we have the installation manual. We have a free koozie drill bit for drilling the holes for the battery, a handle for the battery, mounting hardware, the LCD display and mounting bracket, an extra extension cord, which I ordered as an option, the charger and its mounting screws, and the cables plus the new plug. Here's our compact Bedrock battery. And it even came with a template with the holes cut out for easier installation. So step one was to remove the old batteries. And as I mentioned before, a Club Car removed those for me when it was in for service. And it also said to clean out the compartment. So you can see everything is very clean. And it also said to make sure that you're in tow mode. So the switch is pointing down towards tow mode. The next step is to remove the plug port in the front of the cart, and in order to do that, we're going to have to remove the kick plate. In order to remove the kick plate, we have to remove the pad. In order to remove the pad, we have to remove the side plate. So I've already loosened the screws to remove the side plate, and what we'll do is we'll pull this back, and that'll allow us access to these bolts here to remove the kick plate. So I'm going to go ahead and do that and get that started. The screws are now removed on both sides. The mat has been lifted and the 3 screws have been taken out for the kick plate. The next step now is you have to pull off the ring cover from the old power port. And in order to do that, you stick a pick in these little holes right here and just wiggle it to pop it off. Wiggle this side, pop it off. Just like that. And then got to work on wiggling the cover or the kick plate off the front. To help loosen the front kick plate, we're going to want to loosen these body bolts over here to wiggle this a little bit in order to get the kick plate off easier. And then we have to work this out by wiggling it upward, and then just the body kind of moving. There's some snaps in here that hold this together. So I'm going to go ahead and continue working this out just like that, and there it is. Kick plate removed. We now have those 3 screws to take out to remove the port plug. The plug is out, and now you see there's 3 cables, a blue, a black, and a red. They go back here, and we're going to have to disconnect them from the back of the panel here. As we did, we loosened the plug, and now we have to disconnect those 3 cables from behind this silver box. In order to remove the silver box, there's a bolt that's sitting in here, which I already removed. You want to pull that forward and wiggle it out. When you wiggle it out enough, here is that cable coming forward right here. Here's the red cable coming up to this 1/2-inch bolt. Here is the black cable, if I can swing this around, going to this 1/2-inch bolt. And then here's the blue cable that will disconnect with this plug. The cable is now removed. The silver box is back in place. Now that the old charger port is removed, we are going to go ahead and replace it with the new one. But in order to do that, we have to put the kick plate back in. So what I've decided to do is, before we put the kick plate back in, I want to put the meter cable underneath the mat in one of these channels. So whether here or here, that go up to the dashboard,
so I can mount the meter. So I'm going to do that first before I put the kick plate back in. Okay. To show you what that looks like, the cable starts here. So here's the end of it. Feeds through this hole right through here. Comes out right down, right down through here into this channel underneath the mat. And that's going to come up in this channel here. I'm going to save that for later, and I'll connect that later with the meter. But for now, I'm going to put everything back together, including the kick plate, the new adapter, and we'll remount the side panels. Okay, all complete. Kick panel back in, screws all in, and now we take this bracket and we just stick it on in here, and there we go. Now the bracket is ready. We're going to go ahead and stick the cable through the opening, push it all in, and then we will line the two holes up. I'll use my hand in the back, line these two holes up. Sorry, right here and right here, plugged in. And there's the cable. Okay, next step is to install the battery. As you can see with this battery, it comes with a nice template. Now, even though the template fits nicely in here, the issue that you have is when we go look at the battery has a lip on it. So the template fits the bottom, but the battery has a lip. And if we go back into the battery compartment with the template, you notice that the template doesn't have enough room for that lip. I need to leave about a 1-inch gap for that lip to fit in here. So in order to do that, I'm going to have to trim out some of this plastic to allow the battery to slide in there and be able to fit. Now, as you can see, with this part cut out, now I have more room for the battery to fit. So now I can go ahead and mark my holes and start drilling. All right, the holes are drilled. You can see. Just test, put a nut in there to test it. I did the outside ones and this one here. Now we'll go underneath the cart and see if I have to cut away any plastic. And I may have been lucky. There's a hole here and a hole here. And if I go on this side, you can see the nut hanging there right at the edge. So I may have to cut that or I may not. The nut might fit. So, and the same is true a little closer on the other side of this beam. But we'll see what happens when I get the battery installed. But I just wanted to show that I may have been lucky with not having to do any extra cutting. All right, battery is bolted down. 4 screws. Those guys are stuck in there. And I got lucky and did not have to do any drilling. All right, so battery is in. And then the next step is going to be mount the charger. All right, charger is mounted with the 4 provided screws. And then the next step is to connect the plug to the power port plug. That's down there. And then the final step is going to be to hook up all the cables, including the charger cables. As you can see, all the connections are connected. The actual battery cables go first, the charging cables go second. Same on the red, but I have the cover on here. I've also connected the display cable that I ran earlier underneath the floorboard or underneath the floor mat. Charging cable is connected to the port and everything is good to go. So I can put the cover on here, click that in place, battery's turned on, and then just for a check, I connected it to the meter cable to get an update on the battery.
So actually now I can go ahead and plug the battery in to start charging. But first I'm going to finish the project by mounting the display on the dashboard. But everything in here, other than tying all the cables together, cleaning this up just a bit, is all complete. And as you can see, there's a lot of storage in here. You can actually use this for a little bit of storage. The battery's all mounted, everything's nice and tight, and everything's ready to go. So we'll see how it works when the battery's fully charged. One thing to note about this installation is I didn't have to put the 12-volt converter in. It actually came standard with this particular golf cart, and it is mounted back behind here. So the cables are already attached via the internal wiring of the box. While I'm preparing to mount the display onto the dashboard, I decided to charge the battery. While I'm doing that, as you can hear the fan moving. You can see the charging light blinking, and the display is even saying charging. So I'm going to go ahead and mount the display now. In order to mount the display, I had to take the dashboard off, which is this screw, a screw up top, and a screw over here, and then it pops out. And then what I did is I drilled a hole up top here, if you can see that, and I ran the cable that came in from underneath the floor mat up through the dashboard, underneath, and then up through the hole. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to take that cable and stick it up through the grommet in the display holder, and then we're going to mount it up here. The display is mounted. I still need 2 more screws, but I use the screw that holds the dashboard in to mount the center hole. So for now, it's more or less just to test it and see how it looks, see how it feels. The cable is hidden behind the dashboard, and everything is working. Project complete. Battery installed. 12-volt converter, remember, is inside of here. Charger. Display panel. And I'm charging the battery right now. So that completes the Bedrock Battery and charger install on my Club Car Onward.